Good evening, friends. Welcome to In My Own Words, Your Stories, Your Voice, where we, as grieving mothers, come to share our journeys, we come to honor our children, and we come to find a way towards hope. Tonight's episode is titled Love Beyond Loss. And tonight's featured guest is none other than myself, Savitria Bonaparte. A quote to open us up tonight is those we love never truly leave us. There are things that death cannot touch. And that quote is by J.K. Rowling. Welcome back to In My Own Words, Your Stories, Your Voice, a space where we honor, love, loss, and heal through our shared experience. And I am your host, Savitria Bonaparte. And today we are diving into something deeply personal: how love continues beyond loss. How do we keep the bond alive? How do we ensure that the presence of our loved ones remains part of our lives, even after they're gone? Hmm. Grief and love are forever intertwined. When we lose someone, it doesn't mean the love disappears. In fact, it often grows stronger in different ways. We carry them with us in memories, in daily rituals, and in the way we continue their legacy. I'm going to let that just sit with you for just a minute. I have found ways to keep my son's memory alive, my son Joseph, who died on August 28, 2016, in an automobile accident. My journey is one of resilience, deep love, and unwavering devotion. Tonight, I'll share some ways I continue to celebrate and honor my son's life. And hopefully, my story will inspire you in your own journey. So, grief looks different for everyone, but one of the ways I keep my love alive is by creating traditions. Sometimes I light candles in his honor whenever I feel his presence, whenever I feel saddened regarding his loss. I light candles. Uh, I look at pictures of him. I read letters that he wrote to me. I look at pictures of his children. He has a almost 14-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son. And when I look at them, I see him. What are some of the ways that you find comfort in honoring your child? In addition to the things that I just mentioned, I have a polo sweater that belonged to him, a brown polo sweater. He loved to dress really nicely. He was very astute in fashion. I have a brown sweater that I put on when I want to feel near and dear to him. What are some of the ways? Share some of the ways. Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the message area, or you can DM me personally. How are some of the ways, or what are some of the ways that you honor your child? Are there any traditions, or are there any rituals? Have you created a special tradition that helps keep your child's presence close? What about on birthdays, anniversaries, or even simple everyday moments? How do you integrate their memory into your life? Is it a special event, a special annual event, a personal moment, a shared family tradition? What about your faith? Do you share with those that you worship with your community? Are there any community traditions that help in your healing? Sometimes grief feels isolating, but community and faith can often help us find strength. How has your faith or your support system helped you in keeping your child's spirit alive? I want you to take a moment and just think about some of the ways that you have honored your child since their passing. It's going to give you a moment to think about them. Now, I want to invite you, yes, you who are listening, to take a moment and reflect. Think back to a time when your loved one made you laugh. And I know that you have many, many, many um, experiences and many memories that you can reach back to. One of the things that I laugh about sometimes, my son, Joseph, whenever he needed something, he would call. And the first thing he would say would be, "Hi, how are you doing?" I automatically knew that he wanted something. And usually it was money. That's one of the ways that I remember him. One of the many things that made me laugh. I remember when he was maybe 6 years old and we were preparing to leave to go to school, him, his older brother, and sister. And I started the car to get it warm. It was a cool morning. And my daughter came to me and she said, "Mom, where is the car?" And I rushed to the looked out the window. The car was rolling to the highway and I could not see who was in it. But the person that was missing from the three of my children was Joseph. He had gotten into the car, put it into drive somehow, because he was barely 4 feet, and was letting it roll towards the highway. I ran out the house without shoes. Luckily, our front yard was kind of like on a slope, and so it kind of came to a slow creep where I could open the door and jump in and put it in park. Oh, he was such a little tyke. Needless to say, he got his butt whoop that morning. Yes, he did. Hold on to that joy. Hold on to those things that made you laugh, that brought you joy, that your child did when they were here with you. Let it fill you up. Again, I want you to share with me. I know you have a lot to share. Share your story with us on social media using the hashtag Love Beyond Loss. You may share in an email to us at In My Own Words 2025. All together. In My Own Words 2025 at gmail.com. And share with us. Or you can share on YouTube. Those of you that are watching through YouTube, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and share. I want to share. I want to see and I want to hear all of your stories about your child. Let's build a community of remembrance and love together. In closing, grief doesn't mean forgetting. It means finding a way to carry love forward. It's okay to cry. It's okay to smile. And most importantly, it's okay to continue loving. Loving never stops. Our bonds don't break, they evolve. If today's conversation touched your heart, share this episode with someone who might need it. Let's keep lifting each other up. Until next time, this is In My Own Words, your stories, your voice, where love never ends.